So I'm planning on making beautiful floral angel wings in honor of my mother-in-law who passed away recently. Now to get started, I want to use this form that I got from Wreaths of Joy. I will have a link and a discount code in the description for you if you're interested. But I'm going to use these, and you can see how it is raised a little bit. That's why I want to make it floral. I have this floral foam that I got from Walmart, and yeah, we could use the blocks and piece it together, but I just decided to get one big block. And let's get started. Now, I haven't worked with florals for a while, so bear with me. I'm going to try to figure this one out, okay? I'll see you here in just a second. To get started, I'm placing one of the wings on top of the floral foam and using a pen to mark where I need to cut. You can use any pointed object you have handy for this step. I'm tracing just inside the second wire from the outer edge of the wing, which will allow the foam to fit neatly behind the frame. Once I have my outline marked, I'm using a simple steak knife to cut the foam to shape. It doesn't have to be perfect at this stage since I can make small adjustments as needed. At this point, I'm trimming the edges of the foam at an angle so it fits better against the wire frame. Don't worry if it takes a couple of attempts to get the shape right. This doesn't have to be perfect. Now that the foam is fitted to the wing, it's time to secure it to the frame. Using a screwdriver, I'm poking 2 sets of holes through the foam, spacing them about 4 inches apart. I found it was much easier to remove the foam after marking the holes and then use the screwdriver to widen them. That extra step gave me enough room to easily feed the zip ties through the foam. Since a single zip tie wasn't long enough, I connected 2 8-inch zip ties together to make one longer tie. After feeding it through the holes and around the frame, I pulled it tight to securely hold the foam in place. Then I'll do the same thing with the second set of holes and repeat this entire process for the other wing. The back may look a little rough right now, but trust me, I have a trick up my sleeve that's going to hide all of that before we're finished. So I want you to see, this is the back of the wreath so far, and this is the front. Okay, now I'm shaking it, it's not going anywhere, just with those zip ties. So I think we'll be fine. We're not going to need to hot glue. And I also think once we put the florals on and we're going through this mesh, we're going to be hot gluing the florals. So I think we'll be okay. We're not going to worry about that. I am going to put this moss on the back though. Okay, it does have like a material backing, but it's very plasticky. I actually did a little test run on it. The moss is more wet than the actual material is, so I think we'll be okay out in the weather. So I'm going to show you how I put that on here in just a sec. For the back of the wings, I'm using a roll of white moss that I purchased from Amazon. The roll is 12 inches wide, which makes it a great size for this project. To attach it, I'm laying the moss over the wing and cutting a small opening in the backing so I can secure it to the wire frame using 4-inch zip ties. At first, I attached the moss to the outer wire of the wing. However, after taking a closer look, I realized too much of the backing was visible from the front. Rather than leave it that way, I went back and attached the moss to the second wire from the outside. Leaving that outer wire exposed made a huge difference in the finished appearance. Now comes the fun part, adding the flowers. For this arrangement, I'm using white roses, light pink roses, white ranunculus, white hydrangeas, lots of baby's breath, and delicate greenery. I started by placing the larger flowers first to establish the overall shape and balance of the wings. The hydrangeas help to fill in larger spaces, while the roses and ranunculus add softness and texture throughout the design. As I add each stem, I'm applying hot glue before inserting it through the wire mesh and into the floral foam. Not only does this help secure the flowers, but it also adds another layer of stability to the entire arrangement. As I started filling in the gaps, I realized I didn't have as much baby's breath as I thought I did. Fortunately, I had some delicate greenery and what I believe is Queen Anne's lace in my stash. Sometimes those last-minute substitutions end up being a blessing, because I love the extra texture they add to the finished wings. I created this arrangement in memory of my mother-in-law, and I'm so pleased with how it turned out. The combination of roses, ranunculus, hydrangeas, and baby's breath created the soft, airy look I was hoping for. And the white moss gives the back of the wings a clean, finished appearance. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Patty Davis. I'm with Crooked Tree Creations, and I'll see you in our next video.